Well, here we go again, guys, with another episode. It's a little bit earlier than I had expected this episode to be up, but because the sugar beet harvesting and all that is taking us so long, I thought it would only be right to go ahead and bring you guys back into our journey, into our farming story. I'm going to have to get some fuel over here for this tractor, but I'm filling up this trailer train, only just. The camera is a little bit iffy right now because it's a bit too large. We want to fill it up with the rest of these sugar beets. Come on, there we go. Where you gotta go? We can barely see what's happening. But here we go with another episode. I'm going to be selling off the sugar beets because we're playing it real time, and the sugar beets are selling for $1,500 up at the inn. So that is bargain basement pricing right there. There's a bit of sugar beets falling over, but yeah, whatever, we'll leave it. And we still have a lot of sugar beets. I already went ahead and delivered a full trailer train of sugar beets already up at the inn. This hour. Let's go check up on how much we still have. 123,000 still. So we'll have about, let's say 400, almost 500,000 tons worth of sugar beets all up. We've got another trailer over here, which is a bit abysmal driving by me. It's a lot easier to drive this trailer train with tractors though. If anyone has a trailer train, I'd recommend tractors though, not the quad tracks or the case. Or maybe the case could be good, but the quad track is shocking. So I want to go ahead and fix this up because I'm not liking this. Because our harvesters are doing absolutely nothing right now. I do want them to start work. Well, the quad track is just so much trouble, more than it's worth. It seems like we should be able to make it. Yes, 1 millimeters. Alrighty, and now we should just try to reverse. So I'm not, with the quad track, it's actually easier to reverse with this thing, with this double trailer. I'll go ahead and deliver all this and we'll quickly go back over here. I have sort of figured out how to work my sugar beet harvester. I'm sure most of you guys will be probably quite annoyed at how I am working it, but it is a little bit buggy. The animation is, at least. It doesn't really recognize you and it's a bit weird. It does recognize, however, the little smaller trailers or tippers, but it's still a little bit iffy. And with the bigger ones, it still does recognize them, but you have to do it all manually. That just adds that much more difficulty. I went ahead and started growing some canola over here. That's what that other green stuff is. And on that field, on the other fields, where we join them all up into one, we have got a bit of potatoes. So we're going to have to get out of this vehicle. They're actually pretty up high. Let's get rid of the PD8. Go into this vehicle. And we have got to press. Wait, I just got into the same thing, didn't I? Idiots. Let's go on this side then. There we go. And now we're going to do O for pipe out. It's got to sort of glitch a bit. The actual harvester has to lift itself up off the ground a little bit for it to work. It has to be on an angle for whatever reason if you're using one of these big trailers. He'll go on and do his own thing. So now that means we should check up on this guy. How much has he done? That's alright. So let's go ahead and deliver all these sugar beets. That is a lot of sugar beets. Kind of weird texture. It looks like sort of like the liquid poo in the cow pastures. There's also, it's rather interesting, there is also some poo, liquid manure that you can get from the biogas plants. I'm not exactly sure how that works. Why would there be shit in, or liquid shit in a biogas plant? I still don't know, but I do want to check out how that works. How you use the, I think it's chaff that you have to, or chaff, however you say it, you have to sell at the biogas plant to make money. So with that, we'll need the Krone Big X 1000, which I refuse to buy because it doesn't actually cut corn. Well, it cuts the corn plants, but it changes into chaff instead of just corn, which is what I wanted at the time. And plus, it only uses 2 of these trailers as well, which is quite shocking. I thought, well, that was the whole point of me having a trailer train, is that I thought it would be good enough for the whole train. But alas, it isn't. Let's go turn on our lights. Let's actually turn on our working lights as well. You press home, the home button, to do that, if anyone is wondering. In between the inserts and page up keys, if anyone still doesn't know. Actually, the working lights are quite cool on the harvesters, on the Grimmy ones. So this is only 87,000. Okay. So I'm expecting about 115,000 extra dollars. Not exactly sure what we'll buy with that money. I'm probably going to go with the front-loaded tractor first up, and then we'll wait and see what we'll do with the rest of it. I think I'm not going to be able to sell all of it off. There'll be a bit of driving as well this episode, which I don't know, many of you guys don't like, but I do want to show you guys how much money we'll make this episode at least, because it is going to be a heck of a lot. And you can always listen to me blabbering on about whatever, as I usually do. Usually my internet, complaining about it. And I'm just going to make the most use out of this good price that I possibly can, because I can guarantee after this is going to go way down. It won't ever be as good as this. Or maybe it will in the future, but that's a long way off. So we make the best use of this while we can. Or we could wait for a great demand as well, which is true. Actually, that's a good idea. We probably should save up some sugar beets. That's what I'm going to have to start doing, is just saving up my crop for some great demands. Because now we can grow anything we want, and plentiful of it. At vast amounts. Okay, so let's go check up on you. Oh, we need to hire the work. Let's get out of you. And go to this harvester and hire a worker. Turn on the work lights as well. There we go. It's got 3, 1 on the back and 2 up front. Let's go inside as well. Check it out. It's almost exactly the same as the Maxtron. Oh, wait, this is the Maxtron. What is the other one called? Tektron, that's what it is. They're both in Tron. It's kind of weird. You can sort of see the how the machine works if you sort of angle your camera right. Something magically appears and disappears, whatever you call that part of the machine. The lifter-upper, that's what I'm going to call it. And then they go up on this little railing and then they fall back down over here. Oh yes, I accidentally started sowing some canola over here, so that's why that's there. I think he's going to stop working, isn't he? Oh no, if he actually goes ahead and goes on with this row, I'll be quite happy. It seems like that's what he's doing. Fantastic. So we'll go back, and they're doing a good job. You're almost done. Very good. You got more than enough money though. So I was at the beginning of the last episode, I was minus 7,000 or so dollars. Oh no, I think it was minus 3,000. I exaggerate. But when you speed up time with, that's another thing I should get, a windmill. That's probably what we'll get after. That's what I'll save up for. Because we haven't been doing much saving this episode, or for this whole Let's Play, to be honest. Just been me spending like crazy. Many of you guys do want the Lamborghini, but the Lamborghini to me is pointless because it's got the same amount of horsepower as a really weak vehicle. Like, it's not even as strong as this one. It's just that it's called Lamborghini. I guess most of you guys want to see what it does and looks like, but I'm not a massive fan of it, at least. I haven't used it, but I could imagine it being rather poor, and it will serve no purpose. Actually, you know what? We can check. Let's go check the tractors. The Lamborghini. 110 horsepower, $120 a day. See, like, all these other guys, yeah. Even this guy has more horsepower. Let's see the little red one that we have. This is 75, so it has a bit more. But yeah, it's not really that good. I'd much rather this one or something even better. And talking about something better, we're going to need a load of fuel over here to help this guy go ahead and traverse the map over again. I think what happens when you run out of fuel is you can't move your vehicle. You have to bring a petrol tank to it, a mobile petrol tank, which is, I think you can buy in the miscellaneous section. I'm pretty sure that's how you do it. Or if worst comes to worst, what you can do is go ahead and spawn the vehicle back at your garage over here in the main little area. I'm not really sure why I call it the garage, but okay. And then when you spawn it, use another vehicle to push it right next to the fuel tank, and then once it's close enough to the fuel tank, just press the button up to refill. And that should work. Anyway, back over to doing some more sugar beets collecting. What we should do is, I think we've got another tipper, yep. Okay. So I'll fill this one up. We still don't need to really fill this guy up with fuel just yet. We've still got a couple of good drives in him. Okay, we've got that going on. Let's just push you out of the way. Works every time. 100% of the time. Until you get stuck. What is wrong with this? Ah, okay, that wheel. Okay. Alright, well, let's see. Oh, we probably won't be able to respawn that way, will we? Because it's just spammed everything here. It's a bit of a shame. Alright, well, I think this is... Alright, that should be good. He spawns it somewhere else. You know, oh, the problems. First world problems. No. Alright. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and display tractors. We'll restart this one. There we go. We'll go ahead and attach this. I'll have to go ahead and attach the barrel as well, because driving without barrel, I'll never do it again. Barrels make such a big of a difference. Oh, yes. And anyone might be wondering is these floodlights. That's why I started this episode as well, because I wanted to show you this. What you have to do to turn it on is run up to it. And then it says press space, floodlight enable. Oh wait, yeah, it's enabled now. Okay. There we go, it is enabled. I didn't really notice it. But there we go. It actually looks really, really cool from afar. Like once you're in the actual floodlight area. You can get some nice desktop screenshots like this with the light and the nights contrasting each other. Okay, now where is that barrel? That pesky little barrel. Should be here somewhere. There it is. In between the wheels. So he's hoping we don't get stuck again. Getting close to it. Oh, we had it. Alright. Off we go again. And wait, firstly we should check out and see there's so much micromanagement we gotta do. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Can you move out of the way? Oh, push him out of the way? That'll do. Okay. Got Harvester's doing absolutely nothing. We got this guy doing nothing because he fills up way too much space in one go, so I just let him stop for a couple of minutes. So in only one row he takes up about 20%, but that's still 7,000 kilos, we'll say, of potatoes, which is a lot. Alright, so back to connecting stuff. So the real question is, how are we going to get out of here? Hopefully we'll come up with a good plan. Go this way. Yeah, this should be good. And just reverse like this, at this angle sort of. And try not to get stuck too much. Hey, there we go. That's what we're talking about. Got to make sure that everything is starting to get filled up. Okay, well that's happening. Let's check back on you. As you can see, he is seeding. There's so many of you guys that still don't get it. If we hire a worker, he gets his own fuel as well as his own seeds. So that's why nothing is going down, neither our fuel or our seeds for this guy. But with our money, because the potatoes cost so much per seed, is going down really quickly because he's paying, well, he's getting it himself, but we're paying for him. So you are coming all the way back down for a second run. There's so many vehicles, you should be able to like group them up together. Okay. Oh, there's some going, there we go. And with the first little trailer, what I'll do is I'll bring it up to the sugar beet harvester that's going at it right now, that we're just controlling just then. But yeah, I think I'll go ahead and buy it. And well, there's so many things I want to buy, but I do want to also buy another potato harvester as well as sugar beet harvester, because they just take forever, because the plants are so dense that they get almost all filled up. Oh, I've actually never noticed this chimney and smoke. Does it only come up at night, this smoke? Be a nice little feature if it does. Alright, so that's all filled up. Let's try not to get stuck too much. Driving around in a nice uniform circle. Yeah, so now he's going to be driving a little bit slower because we have so much connected. Also have a trailer over here doing absolutely nothing. Sugar beet not accepted here. I wish it was. It would make my life so much easier. So I can also show you how I don't think I showed you last episode how the smaller tippers work with the sugar beet harvester. They work a lot better. It works like how it should. But the problem is that you need a lot of tippers to actually make it good and workable and fun to play around with. Turn on this guy's work lights as well. Okay, so he brings out his arm like that. There we go. So he's pretty much specifically only made for smaller tippers, but he can still get it to work on really large ones as well. And by the time we get to the inn, hopefully the day still won't have ended. So that'll mean we will have about another 125, actually a little bit more, $150,000. So that puts us to $400,000. We still have all these potatoes to still go ahead and get. Oh, it's going to take so long to go and do all of this. That's why I let you guys join me in this journey. I thought it'd be way too long for you guys not to get an episode or anything. That floodlight definitely does add quite a bit. I like it. I think I'll go ahead and buy another one. Maybe on the other side or something like that. Something similar. Probably get some good screenshots on 1080p so I can get a good desktop background of Farming Simulator. Maybe post them up for you guys. Oh yes, and I should mention that yeah, there's many reasons I have wanted to start recording now, and that's also because I will be uploading the game save after this. So as soon as this episode ends, I'll save it and I'll upload that to media file, because I don't think it's really too good to just upload the save files continuously, but I will start doing it again. Probably not after every episode, because what I do like to do is record continuously. It makes everything so much easier on my behalf. I think we're carrying eggs as well, so maybe I should go for a little bit of a nudie run. Where are we? We're all the way over here. Yeah, going between these little houses. Okay, that was about $3,000 from the last remnants of chickens. The eggs were probably gone already, way off. Then again, we haven't really played that many days. And talking about how many days we've got. Yeah, okay, this is one thing that I've noticed about the game, is that there's a couple of things that get randomly generated once you start it up. Talking about starting things up now, because I've done so much in the map, the actual loading times have increased rather drastically. It takes about 45 seconds or so to start up and load the game. So there's a little bit of a word of warning. So if it just keeps on loading on your guys' computer, then it probably hasn't crashed. Usually it just crashes if the little icon, I think the hourglass icon that they use, just stops. But if it's still moving, then that means it's all good, it's loading, but it's just taking a long time. But because we've gone ahead and done so much, imagine once you go ahead and pretty much have bought every field and have things growing on different sections, it'd take probably too long. But the farming simulator's always been like that. It's always been really weird with loading times. We're going to get in there right in the nick of time. So what I think I'll do is I'll go ahead and keep... It's at 1443. It was... Oh no, that's for dirt. We want the in. There we go. $1,500. So my tip is about $400,000 after all this is delivered. Which would be a good price. And then I think after that, I'll go ahead and... Yeah, we don't really need that much money. We don't really need to spend it all on crap. Yeah, so I'll save all my crops up after this. And the other canola and the potatoes, go ahead and start saving it up. Potatoes don't really go for much at all. A good price of potatoes is about $1,000 a ton. It's taking us a little while to get there because sugar beets have got a really, really big market demand. After this hour ticks over, well, they'll disappear though, I can guarantee you that. Which we've sold about 300,000 tons, or no, 300 tons worth of potato. Or at least a lot of potato. Oh, sugar beets. What am I talking about? They're so similar. Okay, so. Oh, over 400,000, very nice, only just. Great mathematics by me on the fly. Alright, how's that potato guy doing? He has finished. Very well. Alright, so how about you just stop and what should you do? Maybe we should get the fertilizer for you and start fertilizing this field. We'll go do that. And what I'll start doing is I'll start now assigning the fields to just a certain crop and just use it for that. Because potatoes, from what I understand, is they just keep on regrowing themselves. That's quite decent. Let's get rid of this. Let's check up on our harvesters. How is he doing? You're doing quite well. I think you should start working. What I've noticed, I'm not exactly sure why this is, but when I hire the worker, the sugar beet crop, or what's left of it at least, doesn't actually disappear, but our guy is still harvesting. Like he'll come up in a couple of minutes. Like the new fresh dirt that's got seeds in it, or canola, but it doesn't come up immediately. I'm not sure if that's just with sugar beets or what. Because he's doing a little bit of the already sown canola, just that little bit right over here. And that's disappearing, so it means he's doing something good. It's just like the sugar beet textures aren't disappearing. I'm not exactly sure why that is. But as you can see, he does it really quickly, so I'm going to have to tell him to stop quite soon. How you doing? Oh, you stopped. Alright. So we don't have much left. We've only got these little bits. Whatever we plant on this field, we're going to have so much of. It's just going to be laughable. Go back into first person mode. It's always interesting, the mechanics of a farming vehicle. The cockpit is always right up front so you can see what you're doing down below. It's like always really high. It'd be quite a weird experience, like if you just go from driving a normal car down to driving a or up to driving a farming vehicle like this, like a beast like this. It'd be quite weird. So as you can see, now the ground has turned to brown. Okay, so we're gonna have to quickly move our tractor. This guy. Sorry. Sorry, I'm moving. Not really sure what those marks are. I think they're from the ridge markers though. Okay, so the price of sugar beets haven't gone down yet. They will soon. You should just keep working. I don't know why it's going to stop. Oh, right, because this is this sown? Oh, it is. Yeah, he did sow this. I remember. I forgot, and then he just kept on going, and then he went over some sugar beets, but it's not like we have too many or anything. All right. That is a bit of a weird thing. Not sure if any of you guys have experienced that with the textures on the ground, but whatever. He's doing a good job. Let's go get the... Well, I don't need you. I'm not going to bring you up this episode. I'll do that after. Go ahead and start fertilizing the field though. But a little bit that's grown out over there on the edge because I went ahead and sped time up. So I wanted to wait for a really good price. Really good price for some sugar beets. So, expand this. I think 28% of this tank should be enough for fertilizing. It definitely should be. So, till it all expands. I need to find the perfect tractor for this because set it onto a cruise control that just stops it at 19 miles an hour and just leaves it at that. That would be perfect. This guy, cruise control 2 is about 13 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour, which we're at now, and then cruise control 3 goes at about 20 miles an hour, which is just a little bit too fast. That's why we left a little section, tiny section over there. So I need to find the perfect tractor just for cruise control for the fertilizer. Because when you go slow, you're pretty much wasting a lot of it as well. Because you could be doing it a lot quicker with the same amount of fertilizer. Okay, well, let's see if the prices have gone down yet. No, they haven't. Interesting. I've noticed that the prices do go down a little bit later after the hour, which is a bit weird. Not exactly sure why, but yeah, as I was mentioning, the game uses a lot of randomly generated numbers, such as the numbers that they use for great demands. I'll have to show you guys how to check your great demands, what you've got coming up, but every time you start up a new game, the great demands possibilities change. So it's not like they're static. Every single time you start up the game, they get randomly generated. So whatever you're going to get for that gameplay section is going to be completely different and unscripted. Which, I don't know, is good and bad in many ways. There's positives and negatives. As well as the weather, I've noticed. Because we were scheduled to have a bit of rain a couple days ago. Or a couple episodes ago. But, alas, it's not there. Okay, so we've got 11%. We're going to have to do another 2 runs, I'd say. Try not to get stuck, although this little silver bit on the end that can always get caught up in a tree, nothing bad will happen. Let's try to get... Let's slow it down. Let's reverse a little bit. And check up on our harvesters. I'm sure they're almost all done. How you doing? Are you doing good? Oh. Are you doing anything? Does the game... No, the game doesn't see anything, so... That means we'll have to go ahead and go do this little row, which is great because that means we're coming to an end. And I think with that, we'll come to an end with this episode, guys. I'm starting my backlog of videos, so that means I'll be able to have enough time to render and upload a massively long video. And schedule that probably for the weekend. So look out for that. And until then, we'll see you later with some more episodes of some Farming Simulator 2013, and I want to go ahead and finish Emergency 2013 as well. It's been a little while since I went ahead and played that, and I really don't like when I don't finish games. It's not fun and it's not good for my channel. But until then, guys, I'll see you later. Hopefully you have enjoyed as much as I have, and thanks for watching.